The important part of this exercise is the setup. 2 feet pointed straight ahead, because that is the way that we are supposed to walk, both forward and back. We do not need to turn out with this exercise at all. We don't need to have our feet wide. We should just have our feet directly underneath us. Heavy club swinging returns people to good standing posture, which is one of the most important things that people need in the modern world. People in the modern world sit down all the time. They lose an ability to stand up properly. They turn out, their knees collapse in, their hips do not stack their spine, and 60% of the population, because of that, has low back pain. By pointing our feet straight ahead, this allows us to restack up our bones and put stress on all of them equally, so you can get good at standing up again, and then apply that to future athletic training. 2 feet pointed straight ahead. The hand closest to the tip of the club is the dominant hand. The hand closest to the bottom or the knob of the club is the non-dominant or support hand. Pick up the weight. The order position is defined by the 90-degree angle of the arm. This would be the equivalent of the rack position in barbell, in dumbbell, or in kettlebell training. We have our hand at 90 degrees because that allows us to use our hand most effectively. If our hand is too high, we have a hard time using the top part of our hand. If our hand is too low, we have a hard time using the bottom part of our hand. 90 degrees allows us to use all of our fingers equally. Outside circle. Rotate. Top hand is going to move away from our center line. The cues are push, swing, pull, catch. Push, tip, swing, pull, catch. Rotate back to center, stand all the way up. Rotate, start by sitting down without lifting that heel. Opposite hand, push with the opposite leg, push, swing, pull, catch. When you catch, you're going to catch with the same side hand. Rotate across. Opposite side leg. The movement comes from the heel, up through the body, out through the shoulder, out through the hand, push, swing, pull, catch. When you catch, it goes wrist, down the arm, same side hip into the same side foot. Rotate across. Push, swing, pull, catch. Rotate, push, swing, pull, catch. Rotate, push, swing, pull, catch. Come back to center. Stand all the way up when you come back to center. To change hands, set it on the opposite shoulder without bashing your collarbone. Change your high hand. Change the hand closest to the tip of the club. Bring it to order position, 90 degrees in the arm, 2 feet point straight ahead, check it every time. Rotate away from our center line. Opposite leg, push, push, swing, pull, catch. Push, swing, pull, catch. Push, swing, pull, catch. Push, swing, pull, catch. And rotate back to center by straightening the leg. At no point did the feet move. Everything moves except the feet in the beginning. Now let's demonstrate it with a heavier weight. When we use a heavier weight, all the movements become more apparent. The most important cues are feet do not move and 2 elbows lock out as you swing across the bottom. Pick the club up, catch, 90 degrees in the arm, elbows tight to the body. Rotate, opposite side leg, push, swing, pull, catch, rotate back to center, push, swing, pull, catch, center, across, push, swing, pull, catch, center, across, push, swing, pull, catch, center. Set it on the opposite shoulder, gently without slamming into your collarbone. Change your high hand. Top hand moves away from our center line. Rotate, push, swing, pull, catch, center, across, push, swing, pull, catch, center, across, push, swing, pull, catch, center, across, push, swing, pull, catch, center, across. When you've completed your reps, straighten both arms all the way out, set the club down directly between the instep of your feet.